Hey guys, it's Christian. So today I found a little bit of time for the breakdown of my last edit. So let's get started. So the first thing what I did here is basically a simple text animation and then person zoom in. So it's very simple. You just need to go to this animation section and zoom in for the person. The text says I think. So we go here, animation, and you can choose whichever animation you like. Yeah, so as you can see, what I did here is this image of the mountain. The first thing is the slide up, then this AI character, same thing. I just used this animation of zoom in, and again the sky. I place it as a background in order to make it like look better as a zoom in. There is always some motion with the guy. I use the keyframes. Basically, what you can do with the keyframes is you can play around with the size, you can scale it with the position, you can rotate, and so on. Now, when you want to play around with the position of these images or animations, what you can do is to go down the basic section, you go to the layer, and yeah, you basically play around with these layers. So, for example, here the sky I used as a layer 1, so this is the background. Then for the third layer I used these mountains. Then the guy meditating is the fourth layer. For the second layer I used this text, and also what I did with the text here is basically just fade in. So the next thing what happens here is this transition, basically city with the person and again text. So how I did this is basically with the keyframes, what I said in the beginning. So the first thing was again the city. The first layer is the city as a background, and in order to make it like rotating, you use the keyframe here. Basically you scale it up and rotation on the minus 30 degrees, and then you bring it back to the normal. Also this AI character, same thing. I use the keyframes combined with the animation of fade in order to keep it like in motion. Again, I use these keyframes on the person and on the city, so it's moving all the time. And the last thing what I did here is again the text with the keyframes. Now it's followed by the transition. Here are the walking humans as the person is talking about humans. So the next thing is transition. What I did here as well is this animation of the text. So this animation is basically zoom in, yeah, and then I just let the person talking and just simple captions. Okay, so again, this social media background followed by this phone animation. So this phone animation I did with the keyframe. Next thing, what happened? Another transition, change of the background. Here I have two backgrounds, so basically this animation grid, as you can see, this one. Then also I use this fire effect to make it more interesting. And again, the person sliding up as well. So it's eye-catchy and it looks interesting. Okay, now another transition, what we did before, the text zoom in as well. And now we have just simple b-roll. Here the guy is talking and I'm responding to comments. So basically I use the b-roll of someone responding to the comments. Okay, and now here is the animation grid. And what I did here is slide up of the person. If we want to make it look like this, you need to go to this cutout section, auto cutout, and you can slide up the person. And now if we want to make it look smooth, we want to remove this background, and we can do it basically again with the animations. You click the animation and fade out. Okay, so that's it when it comes to animations. Then I just added the captions. I added the sound effects as well to match the transitions and all the animations. And lastly, I added the music. Okay, so as you can see, there is many things happening on the timeline, but once you understand the system, it's not so hard. Also, let me know if you want to see any tutorial for something, and I will make it. Okay, have a nice day.